Hello everybody, Houston here. I hope you guys are doing well, having a great day or a great night. And before we jump into the charts, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. We are exchanging my knowledge, your time, and we grow together, okay? So let's go. Second. Okay, so we didn't had much change in the monthly chart. As I highlighted before, we still trading inside the previous cell. So this is an inside bar trading, okay, which means so far the bears is still in control here, okay. There is another thing I want to show you that a friend on Twitter shared with me. A second. No, it's not here. Just a second. I believe. Let me see. Okay, so it's on OBV, but it's not here. It's on the daily, perhaps. Yes. Okay, so yes, it's on the daily. This was shared with me by Leo. Thank you, Leo. I had highlighted the bullish divergence before, but not in a full picture like this one here. Okay, so again, as you guys can see, just a second. This is all the divergence that we have compared to the all-time highs back in 2017. So as you guys know, this is a fact, okay? This is not a myth or a theory, and not my opinion as well. So in my humble opinion, this is going to play out soon, but I don't believe right now it's the time, okay? And again, this is a very powerful move, okay? It's not something small behavior. And also if we check the numbers again here, we had 1.389 billions from 2017, and on the peak here we had 2.655 billion dollars, so which is almost 200% compared to the previous period. Okay, so soon the price will catch up, we know. Okay, so don't let your emotions and weird people break your trust or your confidence. Okay, as you guys know, this is a long-term run. Okay, so let's take a closer look on the weekly. Okay, so for now I won't use the Bitstamp chart, and I'm going to explain why. Okay, can you guys see this long tail here? It looks like a bullish candle, right? But we had a problem with a few hours ago, which was this guy here, this long tail here. Can you see? So I checked this action in other exchanges, and we didn't had. Okay, so in my opinion, this can be related to ODL, maybe. Okay, maybe it was a payment around the same time that we had a strong sell following Bitcoin. So from now on, I'm going to use another chart. Okay, let's take a look here, and I think we can go for Binance. Yes. Okay, so as you guys can see, there is no long wick here, which makes all the difference. Okay, so can you guys see the difference here? It's not like a bullish candle anymore, but it's still like I highlighted before, still inside trade. Okay, and if we measure these guys here, for example, from this one to this one here, we are trading below the average price, which is 50%, and this is bearish. Okay, so this is for the short time frame. And let's take a closer look now. Let me zoom out. Okay, so we still have, let me draw some lines here, because some people are not used to technical analysis. I'm going to make this in a different way, this draw here, because some people sent messages saying that they don't understand the lines, okay? And by this way I try to explain to make it easier to understand. So this is our previous higher high, lower high, lower high, double top, bearish, lower high again. And now if we go back just a little, just a second. Okay, so again here, back in the day, we had this bearish continuation pattern here, which indeed broke bearish, and so we still have lower highs and higher lows. Okay, so nothing changed in the bigger picture, just highlighting everything again so you guys don't miss what we are seeing here now. So this is a falling pattern. Okay, again let me make some lines here, just a second. Okay, so just for you guys to have an idea, and just a second. Okay, better now. So this pattern here was bearish continuation, okay, and so right now we have this falling pattern, okay, and falling patterns are friendly, okay, in a bullish perspective. So this is not over yet, okay, and also as I highlighted before, just a second. So our high, our battle of midway, and right now we are developing our bottom structure, okay. We don't know if we will end up here in a double bottom or even in a new low, okay, but what we know so far is that this structure here, it's friendly, okay. So let's take a look now on the 3 days. Let me check the, okay, so no, not a big deal here for the huge divergence. We have a divergence, but not a big deal. We already saw it on the daily. Okay, so here again, let's take a look on Fibonacci again. Okay, so let's take a look if it's going to have a difference. Yes, we have. So let's go from body to body, and I will explain why. Okay, so when we draw Fibonacci, it must be from body to body or week to week. Okay, the only problem here is this week is too small and this one is too big. So that's the difference that we saw here, okay, from week to week. So we go for body to body. And so here we had the trigger here on the golden for a possible scenario to 27 that I talked before, so no news here. But the problem here right now is we are trading below the price average for this structure here. okay? Because we know for a fact that for bullish continuation, we always look for a close above the 50 before going up. Okay, that's the first step, always, always. It is true that sometimes we make it above straight and then wait on the above the golden before going. Okay, so again, trading below the 50 is bearish. Okay, have this in mind. And now let's take a closer look. Oh, okay, so another thing here that I'm going to highlight for you in the next charts. You guys can see multiple attempts here on the golden, that is 1920. Okay, so these multiple attempts are bearish. Okay, have this in mind too. And now let's jump into the daily. Okay, so as you guys can see here, we are starting to develop a head and shoulders, just like we had this one here. Okay, and now we have almost the same scenario here. I'm going to draw the lines so you can have a better idea. Okay, so we already have the left shoulder, the head, and right now, as you guys can see, we are developing the right shoulder, and we are very, very close to have 100% of these head and shoulders developed. And a issue here, if we make it to the right shoulder, let me use a better line so you guys can understand can read the price better. Just a second. Okay, so it's going to be complete if we touch 0.1796. Okay, and another thing that we are going to have here, if this scenario plays out, this range here is going to be the range for bull traps. Okay, and why? Because the bears will place their shorts or are going to sell on this range here, and they will be protected here. Okay, while the bulls, the ones that will probably going to long or buy here, their longs and their stops will be below on the same range. So we have a range for the bears and for the bulls as well, around 17 cents, almost 18. Okay, and this is going to be a fierce battle. If this scenario plays out, I don't believe we are going to have any chance to come out of it, but it is possible. Okay, we saw such a scenario back in December, if I'm not wrong. No, in January. Yes, that was this one here. This was head and shoulders as well. And as you guys can see, we had a bear break, but we didn't make it to the target. It was like 60% of the target, and right after we made our way up. Okay, so it's not over, it's not ready yet, okay, but it's a possible scenario that we have to keep eyes on. Okay, and now let's take a closer look for the 4 hours. Okay, so let me draw my fib again, just a second. Okay, let's go. So the same scenario that we checked before, we are going to take a closer look. And I'm going to make the same draw so you guys can have a better perspective. So again, this is our left shoulder, this is our head, and this structure right here, it's trying, almost playing out the right shoulder. Almost, it's very, very close, okay? And another thing here that I highlighted in a previous video, XRP update. If you guys remember when I talked about this structure that I said it was not bullish because it has a corrective nature, and we indeed broke bearish, and then again another bearish structure, and then again another one, and then we had the bear break, okay? And another thing, okay, I will go with this one here and then I will show you something else. So right here we had again another bearish structure, another one, and now let me draw that again, just a second. No, for a better understanding I will use a single line. And then we have another key line here. Okay, and this is the range that I mentioned before. Okay, so as you guys can see, since this range here, we are not bullish. And now pay a closer attention to the lines, to the behavior of the lines. Can you see they start aggressive and then they start to bend? This is the theory I'm working on, that's the mirrored trend theory. And when the line starts to bend, it's when we are shifting the side from a loss of momentum from the bullish side to the bear side, okay? You can check by yourself on your chart, you just have to draw the lines properly. And again here there is another thing that I want to show you. Okay, so this structure right here, it's 100% bearish, okay? This structure leads to bearish continuation or a bear break, okay? I know that's not the best news, but as you guys know, I stick with the facts. I don't care about hype or opium. And another way that you can look at this, for this structure here, you can measure, let me make this clean. Okay, so let's use this guy here. So we start from our previous low. I'm going to use this one here and not the big rejection here. Just a second. Okay, so let's do one by one. Just a second, please. Okay, let's go. So the next one is this guy here, and then the next one is this guy right here, and then this one here, and this one right here. So, and now what we can do to understand how we are behaving compared to the average price for this structure right here, which is what matters, right? What we are trying to measure and understand. So we draw a Fibonacci. Okay. So again, we are trading below the 50%, which is the average price for this pattern here. So this is bearish. And again, another way to see this bearish behavior is to measure the gap between the levels. Okay, that will lead us for for more clues on who is in charge in this scenario here. So let's measure first the one on bottom. Okay, and now as you guys can see, this one here on top, let's measure. It's better than talk. Okay, so for the first one we have 366 from the lower bottom to the next one, and here on top we have 338. Okay, so it's somewhat we have a balance. And now what we are going to do is the same thing following the next lines. So as you guys can see, this one here is much more stronger compared to the little one here. We don't even have to measure. And now, so this structure right here, it's ready for continuation. Okay, it's we already have 6 out of 6. And what we are looking now, again, let's draw the Fibo. So right now we are testing the 50%, but just because Bitcoin is going up. Okay, you can open your chart and checking Bitcoin. Bitcoin is going up a little, but is not bullish. Okay, we have some issues for Bitcoin, and that we try to show in another live stream. Okay, so again, we are trading below the 50, which is bearish, and also the whole structure here is bearish as well. Okay, in order to have a change here, what we needed, remember, this is our Fibo setup, which comprehends 100% of the pattern. In order to have a shift in the direction here, we need close above the respective levels and make 120% retrace. Okay, that's the way to break bullish from here, but so far we don't have that information. Okay, it's not present in the charts, so we are not going to acknowledge something that's not here. And let's take a closer look on the 2 hours. So as you guys can see, another thing here, again, remember, this is XRP USD for Binance, and we have a lot of bots activity, as you guys can see, all the time consistently. And if we check Bitstamp, for example, we don't have this. Okay, also another thing, let's check the divergence, how it is here. Just a second. Okay, so as you guys can see, there is a huge divergence. I mean, difference between ODL partner exchange against exchanges that are not partner. Okay, so as you guys can see, there is no divergence at all. Okay, and also we probably can see this on volume as well. Yes, we have this dead volume, just like the way I showed all the bot activity, and also it's like 1000% different. Okay, from Bitstamp to all the other exchanges. Now let's go back to the 1 hour. Okay, so I'm not going to adjust the lines. Okay, not a big deal at all. And so guys, what I'll be honest with you, I'm looking for expecting a bear break around this level. Okay, by the reasons we just talked about. and I can't see any bullish outcome from this structure, okay, because we don't have evidence for such, okay. So it's not I'm not going to wait for a buzz that will won't arrive on this time frame here, okay. And another thing that I forget to mention, let's go back to the 4 hours, because we have to address the targets, right? So let me check. Okay, so I believe this is the best position. Again, let's print our head and shoulders to check for targets. That's what we are looking for now for a bear break. So again, left shoulder, head, developing the right shoulder. And the target for a bear break here, okay, it's going to be, believe or not, on this range right here, around 12 and 11.50 cents. That's the target for a head and shoulders. Okay, so I know it's not the best news. Maybe some people were looking for the bullish news, but I'm sorry, I don't have it. And so this is what we have to look for now, okay? This whole structure here, and also this one here. So you already have the tools to measure, you already know how to do it. I will leave it to you now, and well, doesn't matter what the outcome will be. Nothing is going to change in the long term, okay? Some people ask me if I'm still bullish on XRP. Yes, I am 100% bullish in the long term, okay? So my opinion and my bull bias haven't changed at all, okay? And now let me take a quick look on the chat. Oh, there's a lot of people, amazing. Dean Helder, my brother, how are you doing? Marvin, hey, John, hello John, Sean, how is good doing? Kyle, whoa, Future Boy, hello my friend, Kyle, I'm South Korea, whoa, that's amazing. Back in the day, I was part of a pro team and we played professionally StarCraft Brood War. I have some friends from South Korea back in the day. Amazing. Sean, hello Sean. Bruno, hello Bruno. Joshua, hello Joshua, how are you doing? Yehila, let's go, yes. It's the OBV the same on other exchanges? No, there's a big difference from ODL exchange and non-ODL exchange. You can check it in my previous video. Not sure about other partner exchange. Scan Week, maybe, I'm not sure. Mark, one thing I have never understood is why we can have so much volume and it not affect the price. We already saw this kind of behavior in the past when we were looking for stocks. Okay, for example, Amazon, Microsoft, Apple, General Electrics. That's how the markets behave for corrections. Okay, because it's like the order book is relieved to make that kind of move less expensive, okay, because we know sometimes there is not a lot of people buying or trading. That's why one of the reasons such things happens. Yes, Mortal DL exchange, yes. Hagbo, hey ho. Oh, you are welcome, my friend. Well, I'm glad that you found me, and I'm glad you are following me now. Just a second. Thank you very much for your wonderful work. Thank you, my friend. John, thank you again for your support. Nick Benz, my brother. Adjan, hello, my legend. Not a legend at all. I'm just another random guy. Salvatore, me too. Thank you, Salvatore. Marvin, low XRP price is nothing to worry about. It's a great opportunity to buy low. It's everything someone in bull run wished for. Indeed, I also agree with this as well. So guys, this is it for now. I believe I covered everything for now, and I hope this analysis help you to improve the way you read, the way you make your TA, the way you trade, and I'm probably going to make one for Ethereum and probably Bitcoin soon. And this is it. I would like to thank you all for your support. We are doing great. I was not expecting all those views and followers in just 1 month. That's amazing. And again, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Okay, it's something that you can do for free, and it's going to help me a lot. Okay. Basvan just out of my evening shift. Oh, cool. Okay, guys, so this is it for now. Thank you again, and I will see you guys soon. Uh, that's it. Thank you. Have a great day. I will see you soon. Thank you.